Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV for more of the Australian New Zealand official Strength of Field series. This time, well, we've made the trip to North Carolina, the dirt track at Charlotte. This time, the pro late models on hand tonight. We've got about 2.5 minutes of practice remaining, and we'll get into qualifying. I believe we had 21 cars signed up for this one, so once again, another full field. We'll have probably 3 heat races. In fact, we'll probably just have the 2 again. And then, of course, the B main and also the main event as well. And, of course, what we're not going to be done with just yet because we've still got the midgets to come on the racetrack as well. So, plenty of action still to come right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We thank you for tuning in here on this Friday evening here in Australia. Of course, a big thanks to our partners as well here at Ultimate Dirt TV, Wicked Cushion, Simworks Performance, BK Designs, and World of Thunder Racing League. Check them out on the web, and of course, check them out on the social media platforms as well. Give them a like, give them a follow, thumbs up, follow them, whatever they do on Instagram, all that sort of stuff as well. Brad Anderson, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit the follow button. Or if you really want to support the channel here, you can hit the subscribe button, as did like Bigsy and also LRP TV did as well. So boys, thank you again for the subscription on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube as well, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also make sure the bell is on and the get notifications tab is working. So whenever we go live here on Ultimate Dirt TV, you can be notified and watch some of the best in the best race here on the iRacing service. Of course, a big thanks to iRacing as well for giving us a platform to race on here. We've got just under a minute, about 40 seconds remaining in this one. If you just joined us here for the first time, welcome. And if you were coming back to watch more action, more dirt track action, we've got potentially some exciting news coming in the next couple of months, where we may just be able to cover more broadcasts. Josh Arm, quickest in practice. Zach Masters, second quick, and Ryan Harris, third quick. Your fourth fastest, Trent Gosley and Clint Smith round out the top 5. Of course, this doesn't really mean anything just yet. Of course, it's all about qualifying. Alright, 3 minutes, 2 laps each driver has. Here is your qualifying on the left hand side of your screen. So it's lone car qualifying, so each driver goes onto the track by himself. One of the first cars on the racetrack in car number 7, Zach Masters. Zach Masters in car number 7. Zach gets the green flag for lap number 1 of qualifying here in the dirt track at Charlotte for the pro late models. Lap number 1 for Zach Masters will be a 15. Oh, it's going to be contact with the wall, so it was a 15.611. That would have put him quick time. We'll see what he can do on lap number 2. Oh, contact again with the wall. Zach Masters, oh man, talk about being behind the 8 ball. John Schultz in car number 11, we'll see what he can do. Clint Smith, 15.623, fastest in qualifying so far after half the field has laid down a lap time. Trent Gosley, 7/1000 of a second behind him. Then you go back to Shannon Jordan, Danny Vassell, and Zane Yost. Your top 5. John Schultz here. Ryan Harris, quick time with a 15.544. We watched the one of Josh Harm. What Lockheim can Harm do? Quick time with a 15.475. A 15.475. He is flying. I'm not sure what the strength of it is. I'd have to add it up, but it's probably looking at some of the numbers here. You're looking at around the 2,000 strength of field. Rob Kinneal in car number 15. 20 seconds left. Not going to get a lap time in. 16 cars have laid a lap time. 5 have not. So well done to Josh Harm, going to officially be the fastest qualifier here tonight. Rob Kinneal laced out a time. It's going to be 17th quick. Let's take a look at how many heats we're going to have. We're going to have just the 2. Top 7 advancing. Let's take a look at your wicked cushions starting grid for heat number 1. On pole, heat race number 1. It's car number 1 of Josh Harm. To his outside in car number 5, Clint Smith starts position 2. Shannon Jordan in car 6 will start position 3. The 2 of Zane Yost will start position 4. Inside row number 3, the 3 of Ryan Keller. He lines up alongside the 16 of Matt Reed. Lining up out of position 7, the 17 of Zach Calderwood. Liam Jensen in 13 will start position number 8. We have a look at our 5th row on the inside, the 15 of Rob Kinney alongside the 7 of Zach Masters out of P10. And scheduled to start shotgun at the back of this field, car number 20 of Augustine Sanson. Not on the racetrack, and cars are rolling, so that's going to be a DNS for Sansone in the number 20 machine. So it's going to put 10 cars, top 7 to the main event. That's a look at your wicked cushion starting grid for the Pro Late Models here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Pace truckers in on the back straightaway. Field in the hands of the number 1 of Josh Harm. Clint Smith on his outside. Row 2, Shannon Jordan and Zane Yost. Here we go. 8 on the board, no yellows. Top 7 straight through to the main event. Green flag is out. And we are underway for the Pro Late Models. Harmy goes right through the middle of the racetrack. Smith sits back in second. Then you got Zane Yost right up on the rear bumper of that number 5 machine. We go into turn number 3 and 4. Jordan looks down low on Yost. Couldn't quite make the pass. Through the middle we go with 1 and 2. Oh, Jordan got into the left rear fender panel of Yost. Jordan back to P10. Soul crushing move right there. Masters in the 7. He's on the outside looking in. He looks to the outside of the 17 car as Zach Colewood into turn number 1 and 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. Some good racing here in the opening heat of the night. Masters now moves to position 7 and puts himself right up on the bubble. In front of him is the 13 of Liam Jensen. They race side by side. Masters works low. Reed, whoa, he shut the door on Masters. Jensen back to P7. Reed, wishy-washy down the straightaway, snaking it. Reed hangs on to position 5 for the time being. Your 4 spot, Ryan Keller in the number 3 machine. The 17 of Calderwood trying to make something happen. He's back in 8th spot. He's on the outside looking in. Liam Jensen. That's 7th and final car in the main event directly from this one. He's got the bubble spot locked up for the time being. Once again, Masters down low on Reed. White flag is out one more time. How? Very close there. Reed really shut the door on Masters again in 3 and 4. Reed gets the wall. Masters going to slide up in front of him. No, but here comes Reed back around the outside. Jensen up on the inside of Reed as well. Heat win goes to Josh Harm. Well done, Harmy. Take a look at the results. Smith second, Yoss, Keller, Masters, Reed, Jensen, your top 7. Calderwood, Kinnear and Jordan. Those 3 drivers going to move on to the B main. Heat number 2 up next. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. Starting on pole, heat number 2 in car number 9, it's Ryan Harris. Starting position 2 in car number 12, Trent Gosley. On the inside of the second row, the 14 of Danny Vassell. He's outside the 19 of Mick Ward out of position number 4. Inside row number 3, the 11 of John Schultz lines up alongside the 8 of Nathan Clark out of P6. Fourth row on the inside of Robert Riley in the 18 will start position 7. Sam Derrico in the 21 will start position number 8. The 9th spot would belong to Zachary Phelan, however, a DNS not making the grid. In car number 4 was scheduled to start position 9 and scheduled to start P10 in car number 10, Jay Place. That's been a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid for heat race number 2 here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Drivers getting the wonder green signal right now. Of course, as soon as that pace truck takes the left-hand turn onto the infield on the back straightaway. Of course, this is different to what we used to seeing when normally the green flag starts the race. However, being official racing, as long as the pace truck is in, you're more than welcome to go at any time, even on the back straightaway. Here we go, Ryan Harris, Trent Gosley. Green flag is out. Ryan Harris got a good launch. Off for turn number 4. Into the first turn we go. Mick Ward trying to make something happen back there in position number 4. Vassell and Gosley side by side. Oh, Harris really tight through the middle of 3 and 4 on the opening lap. Here comes Gosley looking to the inside on Ryan Harris, your race leader. Your races for the lead. And off for turn number 2, Harris. He hangs on to the top spot, goes down low into turn number 3 and 4, while we see Trent Gosley work right through the middle of the racetrack. Nathan Clark in the 8, holding down the 5th spot. Battle for 6th and 7th, John Schultz and Jay Place. Schultz in the 11, Place in the 10. 21 of Sam Derrico. He's on the outside looking in. Right now, your battle for the transfer spot is between the 10 and the 11. Place now on the outside in the black and orange number 10. Slide jump from Schulte. Great race for 6 and 7. The slider returned by Place on Schultz. Clark all over the back of Mick Ward as they go into turn number 3 and 4. Ward on the top side of the racetrack. Clark down low. He's almost got a nose in front as they go into 1 and 2. 3 to go here in the second heat race of the night. Top 3 nose to tail battle on for 4th and 5th. Clark's got to run on the inside, but man, I tell you what, Mick Ward doing a hell of a job on the outside of the racetrack. Keeping the car nice and straight, and he's certainly got the corner speed. The corner exit speed, I should say. Can he hang on to it again? Nearly contact between Clark and Ward. We go up front on the final lap. Into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to belong to Ryan Harris. He gets the job done. Second, going to go to Trent Gosley. Danny Vassell home in 3rd. Mick Ward, Nathan Clark, Jay Place, John Schultz, Sam Derrico, Robert Riley, Zach Phelan. 8 laps down, I should say, in that one. 10 laps on the board for your next race, and that will be tonight's B main. Of course, let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion starting grid. On the pole for the B main in car number 17, Zach Calderwood, to his outside, starting position 2, the 21 of Sam Derrico. Starting position 3, the 15 of Rob Kenny, lining up, scheduled to line up out of P4, the 18 of Robert O'Reilly. Starting position number 5 in car number 6, it's going to be Shannon Jordan, scheduled to start P6, the 4 of Zach Phelan, and the 20 of Augustine Sanson, scheduled to start P7 in car 20, Zach Phelan and Augustine Sanson not making the call, so we're going to have another 5-car B main, with the top 4 advancing on to the back of tonight's A main. Watch the drivers roll through turn 3 and 4. I'll get the Wonder Green signal this time by. Pace truck pulling to the infield on off for turn number 2 on the back straight away. 10 laps, top 4. 1 misses out. Calderwood, Derrico, Kinnear, Riley and Jordan. 2, 3 and 4 off a turn 4. He's going to wait right till the death, and the green flag is out. We're underway in tonight's B main. Oh, the 21 involved. Jordan goes right through the middle, picks up 3 for the price of 1 in 1 turn. Shannon Jordan moves to position 2. Riley back to P3, and Rob Kinnear back to position 4. Unfortunately for Sam Derrico, he's got some front end damage on that race car. He's back there in 5th spot. So right now, if I'm one of these top 4 drivers, I'm maybe doing a little bit of R&D, a bit of research and development. Maybe trying to get the car right for the next 30 laps of the A main after this little 10 lapper. So certainly time to move around on the racetrack. We watch the 18 of Robert Riley come to corners number 3 and 4. It's a little tight through the centre. In fact, the car drifted up way up towards the wall. The 15 of Rob Kinnear, looking to make another main event here tonight in the Strength of Field series for Australia New Zealand side of things. So big thanks to everyone that has participated in the races so far. The race leader, Zach Calderwood in the 17. Watch the outside in turns 3 and 4. Going to be halfway home this time by. 5 down, 5 to go. Calderwood, he's got about a second lead over Shannon Jordan. In fact, 1.016 you can see on the top of the screen right now. We'll see if the gap is going to close. Drivers doing similar lap time. In fact, there was 1/1000th of a second separating their times. Calderwood with a 15.833. Jordan with a 15.834. Well, the naked eye, looks like Jordan might be closing in. And looks like he picked up, 10th and a bit just then. But it was down to 3/4 of a second, but now moves back up to over a second. Calderwood, your race leader in the 17. Gets the 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Calderwood, Jordan, Riley in 3rd in the 18 machine, and Rob Kinnear holding down the 4th and final transfer spot. He's got 8 seconds, 8.8 seconds back to Sam Derrico. Is that going to be that one car that is going to miss out tonight? But for the final time in tonight's B main through turns 3 and 4, Zach Calderwood gets the job done. Shannon Jordan home in 2nd. 3rd going to be Robert Riley. And then you go back to Rob Kinnear in 4th. And coming out of turn number 4 this time by, it's going to be Sam Derrico finishing up in position number 5. That'll conclude the preliminary racing action here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Next up is going to be our A main. 18 cars on the racetrack. It'll be 30 laps in distance. Let's go and take a look at your wicked cushions starting grid for tonight's A-Main. Starting on pole in car number 1, Josh Harm. To his outside, his teammate in car number 9, Ryan Harris. Inside row number 2, the 5 of Clint Smith. He lines up alongside the 12 of Trent Gosley out of P4. Lining up P5 in car number 2, Zane Yost out of P6, the 14 of Danny Vassell. Starting position 7, the 3 of Ryan Keller out of position 8, the 19 of Mick Ward. Fifth row on the inside, the 7 of Zach Masters lines up out of position number 9. Lining up out of position 10, the 8 of Nathan Clark. Starting position 11, the 16 of Matt Reed lines up alongside the 10 of Jay Place out of P number 12. Starting position 13 is car 13, Liam Jensen. Starting to his outside of row 7, the 11 of John Schultz out of P14. Zach Calderwood, your B-main winner in car 17, will start P15. Shannon Jordan in car 6 will start position 16. And your final row on the inside, the 18 of Robert Riley and Rob Kinnear make up your 18 cars here in tonight's main event. 30 laps of distance here around the dirt track at Charlotte. The Strength of Field Australia New Zealand Region Pro Late Models. A reminder, in about 20 minutes time, we're going to have the Midget Series having their turn here on Ultimate Dirt TV. They take on the dirt track at Charlotte, so hopefully we get a good field of midget drivers for that one. Green flag set to rise off for turn number 4 this time by as the field assembles down the back straight away. 21 cars signed up, 18 cars on the racetrack for tonight's main event. Green flag is out, 30 on the board and 30 of the best. Let's hope we go into turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on the 12 car. That is Trent Gosley working to the outside, picks up position 3, but there's already carnage and contact. 6 of Shannon Jordan involved in that one. Let's see if we can pick up what happened. The 2 of Zane Yost as well. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Have a look as the drivers go into turn number 1 and 2. The 2 car of Zane Yost got into the back of the 5 machine. That's Clint Smith. And the 14 was on the inside. That is Danny Vassell. See, Vassell just comes up the inside of the 2 machine and gives him a bit of a helping hand as he got off the gas. Nothing intentional on that one. And unfortunately for Nathan Clark, he got a good piece of the rear bumper of that 2 machine. Shannon Jordan involved in that one as well. So just like we've seen in the 360 sprint cars. Caution on lap number 1. Back live here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Pace truck is in. We're going green flag racing this time by the 2 TTL cars. Josh Harm, Ryan Harris. Front row, Trent Gosley, Clint Smith. Green flag is out. We're underway. Harris shut the door on Gosley, and Gosley says no thank you. Oh, look out. Well, that was a case of shutting the door. And Gosley not expecting it. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So keep an eye on the 9 and the 12. Yeah. Fortunately, the 9 car got collected by the 11 of Schultz as well. And you just hate to see it. on board here. Let's take a look at an onboard shot. So again, another onboard shot here. On your attackers! What's going on, Alan? Alright, here we go. Lights are out on the pace truck, so quick back-to-back cautions. And of course, unfortunately, there's no real race control in this sort of situation right now. Of course, this is official racing on iRacing. Just got the old strength of field officials, the 360 Sprint Cars Pro late models, and midgets. Midgets up next. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Smith slides up in front of Gosley as they go through 1 and 2. Look at the 7 of Zach Masters now looking down low on the inside of the 14 machine. We roll through corners number 3 and 4. Your leader is Josh Arm. Clint Smith second, Trent Gosley third. Ryan Keller in the 3. Rides in position number 4. The battle is on between the 7, 10 and 16. Masters in the 7. Place in the 10. Reed in the 16, then you go back to Zane Yost in the 2, and caution, caution, caution. Let's take a look at our Wicked Cushion instant replay, getting a workout tonight. The 17 got caught up twice, I believe, in the 1 lap. Just got into the back of Nathan Clark, half spun the car, kept it going. That was incident number 1. As slides up in front of the 19, Mick Ward nowhere to go. The 17 of Zach Calderwood brings on caution number 3. I'm sure these drivers are getting a little frustrated right now. 3 quick cautions, of course. Every time we have a caution, we generally lose 3, if not 4 laps. Uh-oh. Now there's Army's back. Decide the old play the old peekaboo game with us. Here we go, Harmy, Smith, Gosley, and Keller. 3, 2, 1, go. Josh Harmy's on the gas. Oh, Keller got into the back of Smith, going down the front straight away. We got some carnage in turn number 1 and 2. Boys, this is not a demolition derby. This does affect Scotty. You know what? I didn't even have to see your comment. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Alright, keep an eye on the 16. He was involved in one way or another in this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, he got into the back of place in the 10 car. And then we had a bit of a Walmart parking lot to a Kmart parking lot in turns 1 and 2. So a familiar sight here in the Pro Late Models. Unfortunately, the dirt track at Charlotte seems, well, I wonder if there's a full moon out there tonight, because there is certainly some bent race cars out there, some scrap metal places going to be rubbing their hands together right now. I think we got some coin coming our way. Halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go. We're going to complete lap number 16 right now. And we'll complete lap 17 this time by. So we'll have 13 to go. And 12 minutes till the midgets. Even if we keep running around at 40 seconds, I'm pretty sure we're going to have enough time. Again, after the Pro Late Model race is over, we'll shut the stream down. We'll have another stream up on our Facebook, YouTube and Twitch page. So, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Make sure the bell and the Get Notifications tab is on. Along with if you're following on our Twitch channel, or if you're a subscriber, make sure the bell and Get Notifications tab is on as well. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you hit the like and follow button as well. Here we go. Back underway. And we got some more cars around. There's some cars stuck together. We go into 3 and 4. Zane Yoss going for a big ride. Hang on. Well, I'm sure that would have been a red flag situation. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. It's all started in turns 1 and 2 and finished in 3 and 4. Let's keep an eye on the 2 cards. So there's the 11 of Schultz got into the 13. The 2 and the 8 got together. The 14 and the 7 hooked up. The 8 collects the 10. The 10 collects the 2. The 2 collects the wall. He collects flip count 1. I'll tell you what, we could almost match the Tulsa Shootout boys with the flip count tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Back to live pictures again from the dirt track at Charlotte. A race that we will forget about. We're not too far away from hitting 1,700 followers on Twitch, boys. At 1698 at the moment. Nine to go. Scotty at the moment, it doesn't look like it. Craig, you got a wheel and pedals. Make sure you got an iRacing subscription. And just make sure you got the cars and the tracks. That's it. And of course on the Friday night, it is all about just the Australian New Zealand Strength official racing. So it's just official racing. You don't have to join any leagues. 22 complete this time by. 8 laps to go. Alright, green flag. Back out again. I'll tell you what, the flagman and the pace truck have certainly got their money's worth tonight. Slider! Oh no! Gosley around. We stay green. They are 5 wide and contact on the back straightaway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Boy, oh boy. Well, Scotty doesn't know. Yeah, Scotty knows. Scotty knows what's going on. Let's take a look at our Wicked Cushion instant replay. Where do you start on this one? Look at the contact. It was just all over the place. Get another shot of this one. Yeah, midgets are up next, boys. 8 minutes. So we're going to keep an eye on the 13 because it looked like the 13 was right in the thick of things trying to get through this. I mean, heck, he done a hell of a job to, all by that last part when he sort of had the 18 spin in front of him. I mean, he done a heck of a job to somewhat miss that, most of that. Pace truck leads yet another lap. Tell you what, Josh Harm, you've had your you've been running in second for the most part of the night behind that iRacing official pace truck. Although it's counting as Josh Harm is leading, so the unofficial lap leader certainly belongs to the pace truck, leading the most laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Of course, leading 4 laps every time there's a caution out. And we've had, like, not gonna lie, we've had our fair share tonight, the Pro Late models. Lights out on the pace vehicle. 27 down. 3 to run. If we see a caution, we are going to finish behind the pace truck. Didn't happen in the sprint cars. We'll see if we can get this one in the books. Stuff going for the Pro Late Model drivers. 7 minutes to complete 3 laps, 40 seconds a lap. They should be able to do it. Green flag is out once again. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, Harmy's pretty much got this one wrapped up. But how about Zach Masters sliding on the inside of Clint Smith? Oh, there's Jay Place and Trent Gosley. Place into the wall. Gosley through the middle. Keller with a slider on Masters. Masters gives him the beat. Don't argue. Oh, boys, we got a lap in. We got a lap in. Would you believe it? Oh, Carnage on the back straight away. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Pace truck is going to come out, boys. You better slow up because we are on the final lap. Harmy, well, you don't want to do a Berkeley and have a wind taken off you because you passed the pace car. Well, I dare say 5 gallons for the win would have certainly been more than plenty for this one. But as the pace truck rolls off at turn number 4, the checkered flag is going to be displayed. Well done to Josh Harm. Let's take a look at our finishing results. Josh Harm with the win. Zach Masters home in second. Clint Smith third. Danny Vassell, Ryan Keller rounds out your top 5. Trent Gosley, Jay Place, Nathan Clark, John Schultz, Matt Reed, your top 10. We look over the page. Zach Calderwood, Mick Ward, Liam Jensen, Rob Kinnear, Robert Riley, the 14th car on the lead lap after about 14 cautions. Mick Ward finishes a lap down in 15th. Ryan Harris 4 laps down. Zane Yoss 7 laps down in 17th. And Shannon Jordan just completing 11 laps in this main event. So well done to Josh Harm, Zach Masters and Clint Smith. Your Pro Late models are finished. The midgets are up next. We'll take a quick little break and have a new stream up on our Facebook, YouTube and Twitch side of things. We'll take a quick break and come back with the midgets.